Good evening, everyone. I am the commish, Ben Klein, the Hardcore Challenge, and welcome to another edition of Hardcore Challenge Live, Week 7, our Sunday night update edition. Bear with me. I have hardly any voice left. I still got face paint on. It's a little jacked up. I literally have just gotten home from a 3.5-hour ride after a glorious Raiders victory. And here I sit in front of you. So, bear with me. I've been yelling at Jaguars fans and Jaguars all day. It'll wear a guy out. It'll wear a guy out. So I'm sure a lot of you are sitting at home watching the game. Doesn't look to be a very stellar game thus far. Got a 3-0 at half. That's obviously not what you're wanting to see on your Sunday night. So we like to switch up the format a little bit on Sunday nights, make it a little less formal as the other evenings. Have an agenda for the other evenings, but this one I kind of like to keep it a little less formal. So, what we have here, let's look at the big board a little bit and see what we've got going on. It appears I may have some difficulties connecting to Tom. Don't know why. So, looking at the big board, first we need to take a look at our game of the week between the 5-1 early season powerhouses, They See Me Rollin' and Pale Horseman. Rollins looks like they are putting it on them. They're sitting at 176 to 104 right now. It doesn't look like Pale Horseman is going to have anything to bring it back. Looks like Rollin is going to most likely move to 6-1 and win the game of the week, which is not what I predicted. So that sucks. Second, we have to look at another huge game. I'm thinking Arby's and Stinky Pinky, which was basically almost a co-game of the week. Was a huge game of the week as well. Now, when you're looking at this game, it looks like Tom, I'm thinking Arby's is going to run away with this one as well. Stinky Pinky just doesn't look like they, really looks like the running backs are killing them. They only got a 1 out of Powell, and so far Michael has only gotten them 2 thus far at the half. You know, they still got a couple guys going, but it's not looking good. Not looking good for Mr. Stinky Pinky. Not looking good. Now, looking at another game between a couple teams at a crossroads, Skull Crushers and Tame Tears, both of them sitting at 3-3. It's a very interesting game, and looks like currently Tame Tears may be able to pull it out against Skull Crushers. Would not have been who I would have picked, but Skull Crushers still has Lamar Miller going tomorrow night, so it's all going to come down to that. Looks like Tame Tears is going to be able to stretch their lead as much as they can tonight, and then have to sit back and cross their fingers. And I hope Miller doesn't run wild tomorrow night. There's also another game. Kind of wanted to keep an eye on a little bit. Also another 3-3 matchup between Cheesehead and Renegade Misfits. This matchup looks very, very close. It's only a 4-point differential right now, but it's looking like Renegade Misfits is going to pull away, and Cheesehead is going to fall to sub 500 to 3-4. So it's not looking strong. Not looking strong. Now, another game we want to keep an eye on is obviously we got the Beaver Street Roar taking on the 5-3 Bandits. You heard Matt threw down his proclamation. Well, it looks like it's going to hold true. Unless something real crazy happens and Larry Fitzgerald just goes buck wild. Willie does have a couple defensive guys going tomorrow, but looks like a pretty steep hill to climb to get out from under it. So Matt's proclamation may be correct for this week, but unfortunately it doesn't look like They See Me Rollin' is going to slip. So doesn't look like he's going to gain any ground. Doesn't look like he's going to gain any ground at all. Of course, let's take a quick peek at my game. Looks like Big Mac Attack is going to win their third straight. So, just good to go, good to go. So, apparently, since Tom is in Canada, I'm having some connection issues with getting Tom on for our interview. So I'm going to have to switch it up and use a different line. Next time, I'll hook it up with Tom. So, Tom, I apologize. I couldn't get you on. Sorry. Didn't know. International call. Just having issues. So, to end the show tonight, just want to give my little Raider recap for the week. Obviously, I was at the game today. I tried to post some footage for you guys. Did get a little footage posted of some of the pregame action, some of the tailgate action. But come to find out, you cannot live stream from inside an NFL game. They will copyright slap you because their song's playing. They will copyright you because of what's going on the field. So there's no trying to live stream from the sidelines of an NFL game. I learned that today. But I did take some video, and then I'll post it later after the fact. But today was a glorious day. It was absolutely beautiful today. There was not a cloud in the sky. It was in the 70s. It was gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous Sunday, Florida afternoon. Me and my son had third-row tickets right in the end zone. Both of the Raiders' scores were right in front of us. Latavius Murray pounded it in. I mean, directly in front of us. It was good stuff. Good stuff. Had some really good fans around us. We're sitting next to a couple that were some Raiders fans. Had some Raiders fans behind us. Had some Raiders fans in front of us. Had some Jaguars fans in front of us and behind us. All those guys were really cool. Except for this guy down in the front row. Now, this guy down in the front row was surrounded by Raiders fans, and apparently he had enough. And he decided to take his ire out on me as he left and wanted to point and call me out. I, of course, was not going to have nothing to do with it. I'm at a football game with my kid. I mean, come on, man. Get a grip. So security comes down, and the whole section starts pointing at this guy. It says, get this guy out of here. So that guy got booted. Not only did his team get their ass kicked, but he got escorted out of the field. Why? Why? It's a friggin' football game, man. Come on. Freaking Jaguars fans. Whatever. But I tell you what, the Raiders look good today. Apparently we are staying in Florida for the next game. We're going to stay. We're going to train here and get ready for next Sunday against Tampa Bay Bucks, which I will also be in attendance in the end zone again. This time I'll be harassing Buccaneers fans. My wife said I had to tone it down this weekend. We will see. We will see. But I guess that's it. Unfortunately, like I said, I'm not going to get the interview in. I will hit Tom up, and hopefully we'll get him on Tuesday. But I don't have much of a voice left anyway, so it's probably a good thing we're cutting this short. So, remember everybody, all trades need 48 hours approval. From the minute they post, no exceptions. Our trade deadline is November 11th. It is right around the corner. If you're going to make a playoff push, folks, you better start thinking about it now. And you better make a move if you're thinking about it. The idle team will not make it. Guys, we are knee-deep in Week 7. You ready for the challenge? Good luck. Game on.